Why don't you stop guarding an empty throne and protect the leader that stands before you? Arise. You are now simply egress.
This video is sponsored by Netmarble, and oh boy, I've been waiting for this one! Because today I finally got to step into the boots of Sung Jinwoo himself, the Shadow Monarch, the man who turned weakness into legend. In solo leveling, Arise Overdrive. And I'll say this right now. This isn't just another anime game. This is what happens when an anime explodes into your monitor and says, pick up that dagger and prove you're not weak anymore. So yeah, thank you Netmarble for sponsoring this video. Let's dive into the world where every slash, dodge, and overdrive feels like destiny. Alright, let's get the basics out of the way first. Solo leveling Arise Overdrive launches 2025 for PC, Steam and Xbox PC, and PS5 and Xbox Series XS versions arriving next year. It's a premium, full-scale action RPG, no microtransactions, no energy limits, and just pure gameplay, skill, and cinematic combat. It's got everything you'd expect from a AAA title. High-res visuals, co-op boss raids, and a storyline that goes beyond the anime and webtoon, including an exclusive arc about the Monarch Ashborn himself. When I say this game lets you live the solo leveling fantasy, I mean it. You don't just watch Jinwoo rise, you become the shadow that devours everything. So I loaded up solo leveling Arise Overdrive for the first time, and instantly, the menu screen hits you with this eerie, powerful aura. Jinwoo's standing there in the shadows, eyes glowing faintly, and the background hum just screams you're not ready for this. You start in the Hunter Association space, and right away you can walk around, talk to NPCs, and access dungeons from a control panel. And it was a lot of fun seeing a lot of familiar faces, such as the S-rank hunters that are in there. And a couple waifus. And of course, being me, I went straight to the dungeon. Because who needs tutorials when you've watched Jinwoo solo a god-tier raid, right? Now inside there are 4 main dungeon stages. The first 3 help you test different playstyles. Oh, crap! Oh, yep, I'm getting my ass handed to me, that's for sure. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Take that. Victory. Never tasted so sweet. And the 4th Cerberus is, let's just say it humbled me fast. Ow, that hurt. Shit, that hurt a lot. I just started! Why are you shitting on me now? That's not very nice. That's not nice at all. Hey. The first thing that hits you is how clean the combat feels. We've got a full action RPG system. You can light attack, heavy attack, dodge, parry, counter, and activate overdrive. All chained together in one fluid combo. When you time a perfect dodge, you get the satisfying extreme evasion slow motion effect that lets you counter instantly with cinematic flair. The parry system is just as rewarding. Time it right and you unleash an explosive counter that completely reverses the fight. Every successful parry feels earned. You can almost feel Jinwoo's confidence building with each frame. Then there's the chain smash, a heavy finisher you trigger by stacking perfect hit timings. It turns into a cinematic flurry of strikes, where Jinwoo literally vanishes between enemies before finishing with a thunderous clash. And then we unlock Overdrive mode. Oh my god. When you activate Overdrive, the battlefield fades into shadow for a split second, and then erupts into chaos. Jinwoo's eyes ignite in blue flame, his aura pulses like dark fire, and every movement becomes lightning fast. Overdrive isn't just a damage buff, it changes your entire combat rhythm. Dodges become shadow steps, slashes leave trails of black energy, and parries start absorbing projectiles. Every hunter in your team has their own unique overdrive too. Han Song-yi becomes a spinning storm of light slashes. Min Byung-gu casts radiant barriers that heal and protect. And Cha Hae-in's swordplay, it's like watching a dance made of pure destruction. When you chain all of them together with a sync chain, you trigger a cinematic team assault that looks like an anime finale. Screen shake, glowing effects, explosions of energy. And when Jinwoo enters the chain with his own overdrive, the screen goes dark and you hear him whisper one word.
Arise.
Now let's talk about what it's actually like playing through a dungeon. Each dungeon has a distinct theme. From ancient ruins to shadow-infested cities, you'll face undead beasts, magical golems, and even mini-bosses that adapt to your tactics. You can switch weapons mid-battle and your skill slots change depending on your loadout. I started with dual daggers, lightning fast and agile, then mid-combo swapped to a shadow greatsword. Instant tone shift. From elegant assassin to unstoppable juggernaut. Enemies also have armor break meters. Once you shatter that, you can trigger cinematic finishers that feel straight out of a top-tier anime cutscene. And here's the kicker. The AI scales with your progress. The more you improve, the smarter your enemies become. They dodge, parry, and even interrupt your attacks. You can't brute force this game. You've got to earn every victory. Now let's move on to the real test. Boss raids and co-op mode. This is where solo leveling Arise Overdrive really flexes its muscle. The game features intense 4-player real-time co-op battles where hunters team up to take down massive bosses like Vulcan, the Flame Tyrant, and other world-class threats. Each boss has unique mechanics, from massive AoEs and flame bursts to deadly ground slams that demand perfect timing and coordination. You've got to read attack patterns, time parries, and sync your overdrives at the right moment. When one player activates overdrive, the others can join in, and when all four sync together, it becomes a light show of absolute chaos. But this mode isn't just about dealing damage, it's about team synergy. Someone tanks, someone heals, someone sets up combos. It's controlled madness, and it feels incredible when it all clicks. Miss a dodge and your health bar melts in seconds. But land that perfect sync chain, and you'll witness a cinematic explosion of power straight out of an anime finale. That's what makes the co-op so special. It's not button mashing, it's rhythm. When every player is in sync, it feels like a final boss battle where everyone's shouting their special attack names in perfect unison. Visually, solo leveling Arise Overdrive is absolutely stunning. The developers pushed Unity to its limits, from the character modeling to the cinematic camera work. The lighting effects are just gorgeous, especially when overdrive triggers and shadows swirl dynamically around Jinwoo. The particle effects, the smoke, the reflections, everything is polished to perfection. Even the small touches, like Jinwoo's shadow army forming behind him when idle. It just adds so much atmosphere. And when the music shifts during overdrive, you feel that surge of adrenaline. The bass drops, the tempo spikes, and suddenly you're in full anime mode. This game doesn't just look good, it feels good. Let's talk about weapons here a moment, because the customization here, it's deep. You don't just find weapons, you forge them. Each one has its own unique ability and visual flair. Shadow daggers boost evasion speed. The demon sword Vulcan extends overdrive duration. Ashborn's scythe unlocks a hidden attack animation chain. Each upgrade feels meaningful. Not just higher stats, but new effects and combos. Then you've got the skill tree, branching into 8 unique paths, like Shadow Monarch, Assassin, Spellblade, and Guardian. Every path changes your gameplay drastically. You can specialize in summoning shadows, focus on burst combos, or even build a defense juggernaut that parries everything. As for me, I went full Shadow Monarch. Lifesteal, speed boosts, and my personal army of shadows following me everywhere. By endgame, the field looked like a dark army marching behind Jinwoo. It's beautiful chaos, and incredibly satisfying. Now let's talk about what makes solo leveling Arise Overdrive truly special. The Monarch Ashborn storyline. This is brand new, content exclusive to this version of the game. It explores Ashborn's origins, his rise, his betrayal, and the reason he chose Jinwoo as his successor. You'll fight in surreal dreamscapes, face off against shadow versions of yourself, and uncover secrets that tie directly into the anime. The storytelling is dark, emotional, and beautifully animated. It's not filler, it's an essential chapter in the solo leveling universe. After spending countless hours in this world, I can say without hesitation, solo leveling Arise Overdrive delivers. The combat is sharp, the bosses are intense, and the story honors the original series perfectly. It's not just for fans of the anime, it's for anyone who loves fast-paced, skill-based action. Every fight feels like a reward for your effort. Every overdrive feels like power earned, not given. If you've ever wanted to be the Shadow Monarch, this is your chance. Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive launches 2025. Pre-order now using the link in the description. Huge thanks again to Netmarble for sponsoring this video and for giving us the solo leveling game we always dreamed of. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, or Jinwoo's Shadow Army might just follow you home. Subscribe for more anime madness, and as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.